Okay, woke up to a super cold morning in Sydney, Nebraska. I'm not sure where we are right now. Did a little rest stop. I had to adjust the litter box for Bosco, who's under the blanket there, the Believe blanket, and Parker. Parker's having a harder morning this morning with a little more crying. Oh, and I did forget to mention that one thing you want to know about Wyoming is that so far, and there are our dogs trying to take care of business here at the rest stop. There's my husband supervising the dogs.
Aren't we in Nebraska?
Yeah, we're in Nebraska, but the thing I wanted them to know about Wyoming is that so far, they're the worst roads that we've encountered. Wyoming, yes, Wyoming. Anyway, I have to put this stuff back into the back. There's Sissy. Sissy's actually been really good today. Just a couple little cries. Okay, time to go. Got to load back up. We stopped somewhere in Nebraska at the side of the road where the gas is pretty cheap. I think it's $2.19 there, if you can see that. And the reason we stopped, I'm so excited, is because Sissy used her litter box. There's the dogs running around. Bart just pooped. You know, these are important things. Sissy used the litter box on the road, so we had to stop. I needed to check it out, make sure it wasn't a number 2, and I had to do something with it, but it was a number 1, and I'm so proud of her. So I want to show you the proud first day look on Sissy's face. Used her in-car special litter box. Yeah. Oh, she's such a big girl. Well, I thought today was going to be an easy day because we had least miles to drive, but we've been stopping a lot today. And now we're stopped here at a rest stop. We just crossed into Iowa, and yeah, I guess that's really it. Every time we stop, then of course. Well, let me get this off my head. You know, I'm traveling. I'm not concerned about how I look. Joe will come back from using the facilities, and we'll get the doggies out for another run around. Actually, nice. Look at that. Here in Iowa, there's no leaves on the trees. We left California. Everything was blooming. Everything was blooming. We don't really take the kitties out when we stop. Tried giving them water the first day, but you know, they didn't drink anything at all, so I haven't tried to. That's how KDoe's been riding. She's actually been riding with her front towards the back so she can see the dogs. You know, the cats are doing really, really well. I mean, other than a little bit of crying at the beginning and occasionally, then they, you know, they settle down and they're doing well. And of course the doggies love it because they get to go and pee and poop in all new places. So anyway, we're still in day 3. We've got about 170 miles left to go to get to Grinnell, Iowa. That's where we're staying tonight. Still waiting for Joe to get done with the dogs. A couple things. First of all, I think we're all starting to feel it. At least I know I am. My lower back is bothering me. Had a better night's sleep last night, fortunately. We went to Walmart and I got some vitamin C and some prunes. If you're an older woman, you know what I'm talking about there. Also, I had a scare this morning that we couldn't find Bosco in the room. And sure enough, for some reason I thought, well, maybe he got out, but he couldn't have. And so we lifted the beds, not under there, looked behind the TV. Well, finally, Joe figured out that maybe he was behind the drawers in the stand that was on, that the TV was on. Sure enough, he moved one drawer, outran Bosco under the bed, and then we got him from there. Never underestimate how small a cat can get, or well, where they will hide. We're gonna try and get to Grinnell, Iowa without making any more stops. But you know, we're drinking and eating in the car and listening to good stuff on audio CD and trying to find good radio stations and trying not to follow too close or speed. In the middle of day 3 of Joe and Susan and Bart and Hollie and KDoe and Sissy and Bosco and Parker's big adventure on our way to Delaware in our The happy family resting in Grinnell, Iowa. Parker's running around, seeing what she can see everywhere with her green eyes. We've got food bowls. There's a tired driver. There's a lot of the stuff that we unloaded. There we have KDoe, and that lump behind her is Bosco. And zonked out on the floor. Our doggies ate tonight, so we were super excited about that. And then we also have Sissy. She's eating some of the tuna. Every night we come in, and the first thing we do is we get all the kennels in. As you can see, it's nice if we can line them up. And then I get their litter boxes put together. Then I get their food and their water put out. There you go, that's the cat's bowls with the little ping pong balls. And then I open the kennels and I take their little, they have little litter boxes in each kennel, and I see somebody use that one. I need to adjust that, but that's what I do before we let them out. And they've actually acclimated quite well, because they come in now, and 3 of them, Parker, Sissy, and KDoe, actually start to look around, you know, a little hesitantly. Bosco comes in, crawls under the bedspread. So there's Bosco. I certainly hope he's eating. And drinking at night when all's quiet. I have no idea. But yeah, KDoe's a happy camper. As long as she has food and a bed, she's happy. In the morning, we'll get up. We're going to try and leave early, like 6 a.m., 6:15 a.m., because tomorrow's our longest day. We have 660 some miles to go. And we actually lose an hour because we go from Central Time Zone to Eastern Standard Time. And then we're going to stay in Youngstown, Ohio. And that will be day 4. We are now officially closer to Delaware than we are to California. And it's been 3 days. I think we're both starting to get a little tired now, but so far so good. Okay, I think I'm going to go eat some prunes. Sleep tight. Let's hope they don't wake us up at 1 a.m. like they did last night.